Alright, gonna try and keep this as simple as possible. We're gonna do a little bit of improv over an E blues backing track. So I'm just gonna go through the kind of scales we're gonna use while doing this. So first one we're gonna use, and we'll play the scale and then we'll improvise over the track a little bit using that scale, and then we'll add more as we go along. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is a basic pentatonic scale, so an E minor pentatonic, which is at the 12th fret, 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, 15. Hopefully now you'll know your pentatonic scales already, so this won't be strange to you. So we're going to just use this scale. Now that's the shape at the 12th. You can also play that the same 5 notes. You can move down a position, so that's all the same notes, just adding a lower one in. And also, so that's the three box shapes around the 12th fret. 5 notes, just in different positions. Okay, so things you can do with the pentatonic scale. Obviously, a lot of standard blues licks are built around this. So you've got your that kind of thing. Double stops, grab one note. Things like that. Obviously, the more attitude and the more feel you can put into even these simple licks, the better they'll sound. You know, rather than going, if you can go, sounds a lot better. It's got a bit more attitude, a bit more feel. You know, so pentatonic scale. If you can do things like that, where you can rake the strings, gives it a great attitude, gives it more flair, more bit of aggression. Obviously bends. Don't be afraid to bend the lower strings. Okay, so I'm going to put on the track here and you can hear, we'll stick to just pentatonic scales from then on. And I'll play this track and you can hear how you can use them. Here we go. so that's just pentatonic scales. 5 notes, nothing more. And it's all about how you use them. Okay, so with the blues like this, the other obvious scale to use is the blues scale. And the only difference between that and the pentatonic scale is one extra note. And that is the flat 5. So, the blues scale is... So that's 6 notes instead of 5. Okay, so that gives us a little bit more taste. Okay, so you can throw this in a lot of your licks. It works well as a passing note, you know. That kind of thing. So the flat 5, the blues scale. So let's hear how that sounds over the track. Bring that back to the start. Here we go. Okay, so very similar to the pentatonic, just adds a little bit of flair, changes it up a little bit. Okay, so this is a major blues. The chords are E, A, and B. So the other scale I would use over this would be an E Mixolydian. Now, if you're not into theory, you might know this, but the E Mixolydian scale, which is like this, it's actually the same notes as the A major scale. Okay, it's just starting in a different position. Now, for a blues type track like this, there's certain notes of this that I would leave out, just because they kind of don't really sound particularly bluesy. So, with some of this, the major third, which is your A flat, I would leave that kind of out. I would stick with your G from the minor pentatonic. So, but that gives you this note, F sharp. So we can now use that in our licks. Okay. Also, that's fine. The A, B, and C sharp, D, E, F sharp again. Now we also have this note, which is the major third of E. So that gives us the E major. So if we throw that E major, that major third, which is an A flat, if we throw that in with our minor pentatonic licks, things like I'd only use it sparingly. It helps outline the E major sound. kind of sound is used a lot in country music, where you, that kind of thing. It just gives a blues a little bit more melody. Okay, then so now if we kind of add the notes that we have, we've out of the blues, the pentatonic, the minor pentatonic, the blues scale, and some of the notes from the Mixolydian scale, we get. So just another note. So we now have. Just more notes to play around with. The other one you can play get in is this one, which is a C sharp. Which C sharp is the major third of A. So if you're, because this chord progression has E, A and B in it, throwing in that C sharp gives us that A major sound. So everyone's heard that blues lick before. Okay, so we can take that C sharp, bend it up to the D, keeping in our minor pentatonic kind of sound. Okay, so basically within our minor pentatonic box shape that everyone's familiar with, we now have all these extra notes that we can play. So we have the F sharp, the B flat from the flat 5 of the blues scale. We have the C sharp, which is from the Mixolydian scale. We got that G sharp or A flat from the major third of E, also from the Mixolydian scale. And our C sharp, there it is again. Okay, so that just gives us options. We got all of those notes will fit over our E, A, B progression. So let's hear those extra notes now. Pentatonic, blues scale, and the E Mixolydian put together. Let's go. so hopefully that'll give you some ideas of some things to try out. I mean, you don't need lots of notes to sound good. The simplest licks work great with a bit of attitude, with a bit of some vibrato or a nice bend, breaking the strings, grabbing even two notes at the same time, that kind of thing. There's so much you can do. So hopefully this will be of some help to some people out there. Feel free to leave a comment or ask for any more stuff you want to hear or want to learn about, and hope this was some help. Later.